Mate, we're about to go to the airport. Excuse the mess on the table because I just dumped everything before we put it back into the luggage. But I really wanted to get on camera on this time because I really wanted to let the viewers know how important this trip's been to me, despite the fact that I've been here a number of times over the last 3-4 years. And I've been noticing what happened in Strathalbyn yesterday and today, especially today with the in the city. And I want you to tell me what put that big smile on your face yesterday in relationship to this retail development, out-of-town retail development that was proposed outside of Strathalbyn. But before you answer that, I want you to tell me how long has this been going on for, because I don't know.
Paul, first of all, I just want to thank you for what you do for Flag Australia. You do a fantastic job, and the board of Flag really appreciates what you do, and we can't thank you enough. In regards to the out-of-town retail development, we've been fighting this now for over 12 months. Mm-hmm. We've had 2 town hall meetings, absolutely jam-packed the town hall here in Strathalbyn in High Street, and 80% of the town strongly opposes this retail development that was proposed. I really need to... You mentioned about I got a phone call yesterday and I had a smile on my face. Certainly did, Paul, because what's happened now is, and the phone call went along the lines of the commercial rezoning and the retail development out of town will not go ahead. Will not go ahead. Do you know what this is going to do to the business owners in town? This is going to give them a future. This is going to give them hope. And before, I was getting phone calls, Peter, we don't know how we're going to survive. I'm going to lose my business. I've got a mortgage. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be able to repay that. There's not a lot of jobs in South Australia. Our unemployment's pretty high. Business owners were very worried. The community was worried because they didn't want their beautiful town with its ambience, historic value, taken away. We hear so many times people travel the world and say they've been to this quaint little town in Europe or wherever. We've got that quaint little town. It's called Strathalbyn. So to get that phone call that this has been squashed was massive. And I just want to thank a few people, Paul.
Before you do that, I want to ask you a question. You said 80% of the people of Strathalbyn were against this project, right? How many people would you say that in the vicinity of Strathalbyn?
There's a population of 5,500.
Okay, 5,500, so 80% of that, roughly say 4 something, right?
Roughly.
That's awesome. What that tells me is that if the majority of the people can get together as a community, things can happen. True?
Paul, power of the people. And this has really united this town. And I really take my hat off to the community of Strathalbyn. I've met some people that I didn't really know before. I've met some really, really lovely people with this, and it has united the town. And
I noticed it today, sorry to interrupt you, but I noticed it today, a lot of people came up to you Why do I get emotional? Because I saw people hugging you, Peter. I saw people hugging you, and I saw people coming up and giving you a big kiss on the cheek, congratulating you. And I thought, wow, I don't understand the magnitude of it all, because I'm from Melbourne and you're here in the bush. But it touched my heart. You've made a difference in people's lives. Their livelihood they've regained confidence in the fact that some people care. And I've been told that you were the lead person up the front, and all these other people were behind you. You're one of. And that, what does that do to you, mate?
Oh, Paul, it humbles you. It humbles you. And that's where I want to thank a few people here.
Go on. I think it's time you should.
Because I don't want to go too long with this, because I'm feeling a bit, But
You and me together, mate.
I just want to thank the community of Strathalbyn. They've got behind each other, they've united, they've sent a message to say that we don't want this to happen. They haven't been apathetic, they've risen to the occasion, they've spoken publicly, they've written letters to the Deputy Premier, the Minister for Planning, John Rao, and just on that note, I want to thank the Minister for Planning, our Deputy Premier, John Rao, and if you see this video, Minister, we can't thank you enough. Our little town was going to be destroyed. You have listened to the people, and that is very, very rare these days. Politicians don't seem to be listening to the people. So, on behalf of the community of Strathalbyn, on behalf of Keith Parkes, the Mayor of the Alexandrina Council, the CEO Peter Denning, councillors, we all want to thank you very, very much. And I know the Honourable Robert Brokenshire from Family First has been working behind the scenes on this. So from all of us, Minister, we want to thank you. Thank you for listening to the people. This is massive, Paul. If people in other country towns are ever confronted with this sort of thing, band together, do it in the right manner, but band together, and believe me, people power can work. And I want people to realise with whatever you're fighting in life, if you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito in your room.
Good point.
And honestly, Paul, we've proven it here, but in the same token, our Deputy Premier, John Rao, has listened to the people. Full credit to him.
Amen. I also want to say that I want to make an. You don't know I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it now. I would like to invite you, people that are watching this, to, especially in South Australia, the farming community in particular, would you please consider joining Flag Australia, Food Producers Landowners Action Group. I've joined. I live in Melbourne, and I've joined because I believe that we need to support people like Peter and the Flag Board and everything that they put together. We're all voluntary. I know Peter is, and I am myself. If we could join to unite together, because there are things coming in the future that we're not going to be able to do it on our own.
Correct.
True?
Correct. And Paul, Flag Australia is just not fighting for farmers, because what we deal with, and here's an example, but what we deal with is helping anybody out. Food producers, landowner. Landowner is anybody with a house, whether it's suburb, city, wherever. So again, I just want to thank everybody that's been involved with this fight, and it's been a heck of a fight, I can tell you. But common sense has prevailed here, and this is a great outcome. It really is.
No, it's great. Peter, look, we must go to the airport. My wife and my children are waiting for me. I thank them for allowing me to take a few days off to come here. But I want to thank you for who you are, what you stand for.
Good on you, Paul. I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, mate.